Eternals from director and co-writer Chloe Zhao has opened in theaters. Critics have weighed in on it, and it has been very divisive, actually drawing the lowest rated Rotten Tomatoes score of any MCU film in history thus far.
G'day guys, and welcome back to Raging Ryno. Over the last few years, there's been a fair bit of controversy behind the website Rotten Tomatoes and how their scoring system works, and basically how a lot of it seems to be quite either rigged or there's a lot of review bombing going either way, positively or negatively. I've never done a review on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't really care too much for it. But I thought there was a little bit of a coincidence going on in regards to the score for the Eternals. Now, notice this last night on Lyndon's stream when he was talking about the Eternals and the Rotten Tomatoes score. I do find it funny that this movie is too woke for even the woke people, the woke media out there. But I found it interesting how the score was sitting at 86%. But it got me thinking about the Rise of Skywalker Rotten Tomatoes score and how there was a fair bit of controversy behind that in regards to it sitting at 86%. Sheila Aliens was the one that actually did the time lapse of this, and it did fluctuate a little bit in there, like it went to 89% I think, and then 87%, but then it's stuck at 86%. Now, my understanding of how Rotten Tomatoes actually works with their ranking system or their rating system is that 86% of the people that voted above 50%. Now, when you've got a 5-star rating system, that's really easy because you only need everyone to put in a 3-star rating for it to actually be 100%. It's not 8.6 out of 10. 86 people out of 100 gave it at least a 50% or higher. And that's my understanding of how Rotten Tomatoes scoring works, which is absolutely ridiculous and absolutely stupid. So it is plausible that the score could be 86%. I still don't see how it can be plausible to stay there for as long as it does. Surely it's going to fluctuate either up or down. But for it to stay the same, 86% the whole time, it makes me really, really curious. It's very sus. You know, I just brought up the Rise of Skywalker one, just so that you could see, that's still sitting at 86% with over 50,000 verified reviews. So I just thought it was very interesting that it was sitting at 86%. Now, I obviously haven't been watching it the whole time, so it could have fluctuated. But from what I'm seeing and from some of the still shots, here's Price of Reason. He's got some still shots here. You got 50 plus reviews in there, 250 plus reviews in there, and 1,000 plus reviews in there, and it stayed at 86%. So, like I said, it can be plausible that that can be the case. But when you look at it, they're both Disney owned. Rise of Skywalker stayed at 86% from like 5,000 reviews onwards. And so far for the Eternals, ever since it dropped, it's been at 86% the whole time. But again, do keep in mind the rating system and how it works is that out of every 100 people that reviewed it, 86 people at least gave it 50% or higher, which again, on a 5-star rating system is not hard to do. You could have had every single one of those 86 people give it 3 stars and say that it wasn't a good movie, but it'd still be at 86%. Anyway, we'll keep a close eye on it and see what happens, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.
First of all, Elizabeth, it is not a bad movie in the slightest. I think it's one of Marvel's best efforts thus far. Has great action. It focuses a lot on story. It's diverse, it has great characters, all that. I think this speaks to a larger problem that is in the industry. Anytime a woman takes on the action genre, which has been typically made for men to helm, people come harder on that filmmaker when she takes it on. I think it's the issue that needs to be addressed because it does not draw that criticism that it's been receiving.
I agree with you 100%. Right when you started talking about this, I said, imagine that. The film that is directed by a woman has the lowest score on Rotten Tomatoes. Not warranted.